open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
Should probably talk now that the music's over. Forgot about that. Welcome back to RedBud. Let's go, boys. We here. It is a week past 4th of July, but hey, we're here in MX bicycles, getting her done. Yeah, championships are starting to get a little spread out. 450s. Cam just making it a snooze fest, like the asshole that he is. And then you got KFC, Woodland, and Froxy. Woodland is HW, so if you see that scrolling across like our little bar there, let me swap over to this. So you'll see it across that bar on the top. It'll say like the points. So damn, it didn't make it. Oh well, I'll worry about that later. But yeah, it'll scroll across. It'll say HW because that is his name for Supercross. And it fits better and it doesn't cut off the points if I put in his whole name of Woodland. As you can see, it's very long. But this is their 250 points after last weekend, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago at High Point. KFC, Woodland, Froxy, Brad, Murda, and then Aaron and Marco. Everyone outside of them is kind of far-fetched. Even, Brad, Murda, and Aaron are kind of... Marco are all kind of far away. As you can see, they're about 40 points down off of KFC. So it's really a fight between the top three unless, those guys have some bad races and Brad, Murda, and Aaron can kind of get in there. Aaron had a good race last round. He got 2-2 or 1-2, something like that. I think he got the overall win, so that was good for him, or he tied for it with KFC. Yeah, he went 1-2 with KFC's going 2-1. So That helped him out. He gained points on Murda. You see that Aaron did, in fact, miss out on round 3 at Lakewood, like I did. Was not there, was doing other stuff. So that's why there's no stream of that. But then you got, Brad up there. He is 40, like I said, 45 down. Well, Murda and Aaron are 53 down. So there is that. And today we're going to be watching 250s first and then 450s. We're swapping every week. The only time that probably won't is whenever we get to the last like 3 or 4 rounds and 250s are still in it, because 450s, unless Cam decides to quit the game, then it's kind of on under wraps right now. Especially with TJ getting that game crash at round 1. He's the only one kind of keeping it close. Speaking of which, we go over there. You see TJ, he is 47 points down. I don't know if my points are correct on this thing scrolling by. Oh well, it's fine. Be a good old 47 points down for TJ, and then Mr. Lin's right there in third. Still, he's good 58. Wow, my thing is so wrong. My math is garbage. But yeah, and then you got Trojan just not too far back behind Lindsay's, only 8 down of him, and then you got Boy who's only 7 points down of Trojan. So the fight is on for P2, but there's 4 guys within 30 points. It's a lot. If you get rid of TJ and it's a fight for third, you got 5 guys within 26 points, 1 race. So good on them. I'm gonna go over to qualifying. Looks like Aaron on the Honda getting it done on the Honda. Ahead of Brad. Then you got KSC, Marco, Woodland, Froxy, Zvepia. Ashika is goaded, which is Aqua. We got Valentine, Redo, Nico, Murda, Nikki Merchant, Ethan, Carter, KJL, RS, Humbo, Smiles, Quandale Dingle, getting in there. Chicken Donor, Ethan, Nacho, K, Kavians, and so on forth. Gurn made it. Let's go, Gurn. There you go, Gurn. Getting in there. And Selfie was the last person to get in on PWR with a 203.5. And Adam. Oh, no, Adam. No. Oh, fuck. Hate that for Adam. That's my boy. That's my boy right there. Just barely missing out. He is out by 0.05 exactly. 0.05 of a second for Adam. Hate to see it for our boy on the Black Rifle. Same with Ollie Roy also on Black Rifle. Hate to see it for the boys over there. So my guys, my team. Unofficial team. No surprise, Cam P1, and then you got Jake, TJ, Neon, Linz, Boy, Marco, Callum, Beaton, Breezy, LaFloden, Reed, Trojan, HM, Pumbaa, JS7, Hungry, Chrome, ZKN, Dominic, and then so on and so forth. Where's Dizzle Man? Where's Dizzle? Dizzle, no. Oh, Dizzle. You hate to see it. He had one of his best rides ever last week when we watched him in Moto 1, and then unfortunately he can't make it. Oh. It's fine. I think if I remember, Dizzle's not too good at the fast tracks. It's better at the technical shit, better at, actually using your brain instead of just hold R2, but unfortunate for him, he's also better at soupy than outdoors, so hate to see that for the man Dizzle on the 47, Mr. Levi Kitchen. So hate to see that for the boys from Black Rifle. Both of them barely missing out in Adam and Dizzle and Ollie Roy. Dorian Merritt is out of it. Whoa, the 13 machine. It's a rare sight. No Dorian Merritt. A couple of these guys we've seen a lot of just aren't there. I could be completely wrong, but I think that they did get rid of class lock for outdoors. So any 250 guys that are like, can race. Hold on. I got something. We're gonna swap over to our MX scene because why the hell not? No, I got. Hold on, what the? My question is, why are you so tiny? Yeah, I got my red plate guys on there. You get to see kind of the backgrounds of this thing as it goes through. Oh, let me turn off director. Don't need director on. You'll see this director thing. So basically, if I ever want to like swap through some stuff, I could just click the button, and it goes on to the director mode. I don't sit here for a while, and boom, now it goes on to someone. I am gonna get the field cut. Nope, not P4. Nope. Um, um, we're just gonna have that. So, you know, no, oh, okay. Okay, so now I'm just trying to get a handle on this. She need a little background. Hold on, let me go to dish and turn that off. All right, we're gonna go to that for a little bit, so I could try to work around all this because it's a little weird. I think they just shrunk on my end, so you guys don't get to see it, but it's fine. It's okay. Thankfully, I think my eyes are good enough to where I can see it just fine. It's fine. Yeah, I just won't worry about it. Oh my God, Froxy. Okay, hold on. I gotta edit my points and info shit because for some reason it's wrong. My math is wrong. Okay. Okay, so now I had all the stats updated. I didn't have any of the other. Actually, I'm just gonna go to this so we can. Here, let me. Loving the kit. He really just goes all out. quarantine. One tiny problem here, Froxy. I don't see the ARL sticker on there. That's going to be a penalty for you, mister. Alright, we got the Headless Horseman out here in Nico. I downloaded his helmet. I downloaded... Oof, I don't know if anyone's hitting the leap. I only watched Lynn's stream. I did not watch any 250 Rider stream, so I have no clue. Yeah, and I have no clue what happened with the helmet. $17. Alright, but we are, in fact, watching the 250 boys first. Alright, let me get in here. Let me get in here. Alright, we're getting ready. Oh, hey, we're gonna get... Okay, Plix, I like the confidence, my guy. I like the confidence. We're out here. We're out here. We're gonna look for the Mr. Honda. Oh, somebody might have swapped bikes. Somebody swap bikes. We got two riders inside of each other. We got two of the Headless Horsemen in the AAO helmet that for some reason did not go in my thing. Another two people inside of each other. Aaron all the way on the inside on the SKR machine. Somebody's helmet is D, but Gate is down here at RedBud. We'll see who gets a whole shot here early. Looks to be Woodland, but Aaron's going to sneak up the inside, take the lead from him. He's going to have the outside line here. We got Woodland and Marco down the inside. Oh, they all get collected. Aaron and KSC, the SKR teammates, out front early here. And then we have either Humbo or that's Froxy, it looks like. And then KSC goes off. Froxy decides to follow him. Marco is in the lead here on the Zyre FX machine, along with Aaron right behind him. And oh, looks like that is Froxy down. It's going to be one hard way to call this with everyone inside. Oh my god, we got three riders inside of each other there. More riders inside of Jesus. I guess we'll see when they come around, but it looks like it is Aaron and then Marco. 1-2 with Valentine right behind him. Aaron looking to bring some, confidence, some race pace from the last one. Transcend, that's a good question. This game kind of just caused crashes by itself. It is made by a guy named Paboso, so I gotta tell you, I'm not afraid to talk shit on this game. Anybody that knows me knows that for sure. But we'll see through the Rock's leap. Oh, all right, we're gonna get up here soon. We got the rollers for Aaron. A lot of these skins, I swear I downloaded, and I guess I didn't, but downloaded SKR. I downloaded AEO's helmet. It's not showing up. It is showing Aaron inside of Marco back there, so it is not somebody swapping bikes. It is somebody... They're going inside, so I don't think they could clear Larocco's. Because, yeah, everyone's funneling to the inside here, so I don't think they can clear... Oh, we'll see Ethan. He's on the outside. What is the moto option, man? Got it. Oh, no, he scrubs. Does anybody get it? We're going back to... Oh, somebody's down. That's unfortunate. Does anybody go for it? Does not look like it. Props to B-Clay making it like real life. No 250 man sending this thing. So the AO helmet was private. Nico sent it to me, but he sent it to me twice. So I don't know if one of them replaced it and messed it up. But I downloaded both things, and then I realized they're the same files. So I just replaced it, and I don't know. I don't know which one was the correct one that he wanted me to download, because he sent me one by himself, and then he also forwarded me a message. So it was probably in their AO chat. So it doesn't. Yeah, they're not hitting the leap. It looks like. But it does look like AO are going to be the Headless Horseman for this round, and someone's down. That is Gurn. Oh, and Nico. They're clipping one of those little bumps there, the acceleration bumps, and it's causing their front end to go out from underneath them. Going through this thing, we got Chicken Donor up here. Where's he at? He is... Oh, we were really far back in the pack. Yeah, I saw Froxy said he cased it, but hey, he ain't sending it. I can tell you that much. And we finally get a look at Brad on SKR. I did download their kits. I did not see a number 4 kit in there, so that's probably an old kit, maybe. Could be wrong. But I did download everything that everyone sent me and sent in ARL pits, so, or ARL Discord, so if they are not there, they downloaded the wrong thing. Or they didn't send it in drag and drop, and I just had to figure it out as I went. But we got Murda trying to get a drive on Valentine for P3 here. Doesn't look like he's getting it. Aaron's still leading out front. Looks like Ethan's time did not count because on my thing it was showing him plenty of seconds down. About 2 minutes down. I'll try to remind Ed to do that, but I rarely do talk to the guy, so see. Yeah. There we go. So Ethan P3, who is somewhere ahead of these guys. It says at least on timing and scoring, but I don't see him on track. So we got Aaron slating. And then this is showing Aaron of MTF mixed with Marco. So this is pro. So that honestly might be just a game thing because it's showing. I don't know. Fuck if I know. I don't touch this game except for streaming. So we're going to keep an eye on the streaming here with Carter, with Murda looking down the inside of him. They got KFC, your points leader, just behind them as well. Trying to mix passes. Murda gets a little kicked in the braking bumps, and KFC's going to go right on by him down the inside. Around the outside now for KFC as Murda's going to go down the inside of Carter. Now they're side by side, switching back and forth. Carter moves Murda out of the way and gets back on by him to get in between him and KFC. Someone off the track, that's Valentine up there, who was your P3 rider. KFC decides he wants to follow him, going off the track there on the right. They're all taking the inside line here. Someone going outside, that is KJL, trying some different lines, seeing if he can make up some time on these guys. They're all battling up ahead of him. Through the sand rollers they go. KFC looking down the inside here. Jumping offside of track. Valentine Case that tabletop. Oh, and there goes Carter over the bars here. Coming in the turn before LaRocco's leap. It's absolutely scrubbing from Marco. Someone was down there. Don't know where their bike was. That was Ethan of Moto Option. So, and you got Froxy here on the USA bike. Don't know if he has somebody making his kits. I'm assuming it's just him because when he had the red plate, he just ran an all red bike, and now he's running the kit. Looks like Humbo is mixed in with a couple other guys. So I've seen Humbo with other people, but he is kind of in there with Froxy. So we'll see where he comes out. Looks like he is in 11th, so he's right there with Froxy. But they are showing they have the same time on timing and scoring. So who that is, I have no idea which one it is. Oh, KFC down. Your points leader, bike's bouncing. Got the reset delay on for these races. I think it's only 1 second, maybe a little more. I don't know. Don't keep up. Keep up with racing points. That's about it. But Ethan, oh my God, KFC is struggling. Pretty sure KFC has not been playing with the way he's riding now. So Aaron, like I said, a couple mistakes from your points leader, and Aaron can claw his way back into this thing, and he's looking to do just that. So he is still leading this thing. KFC looking down the inside of Froxy. Now he's on the left side here, doing a little scrub. Both of them kind of a tiny scrub. And then KFC gets around him. He does have about 23 points on Froxy, so not too worried. Froxy looking around the outside. See if he does it. See if he goes for it. Go for it, Froxy. Let's go. Let's see it, bud. Let's see it. Let's see it. Ow. He backed out. But back up here with KFC trying to get past Ethan Moto Option for a P6 position. Make him only lose about 8 or 9 points now. So where he's at to Aaron, which Aaron, you know, I think he's P6, so he's over 50 points down coming into this race. Yeah. I was going to say casing would probably be better than just, doubling, but then I remembered the new update. You can't case without dying. There's got to be someone out there who could just rail it good enough to hit it. Yeah, KJ on P5. That's kind of an underdog. I haven't heard his name much up front all year. It's good on KJ on that Omen machine. Yeah, probably. It's going to be anybody. It's going to be Hockey. Or if Kansas decides to show back up out of nowhere. Keeping a close eye in case he's seeing how far up he could get. You see the big lead that Aaron has. He's all the way up there. And then you got Murda in P2. So he's trying to claw his way back. He's 53 points down of KFC. And then you got Valentine. And then you got, that's Marco. And then KJL and KFC. So they're all scrubbing. The finish line, there you go. This is P2 all the way down to P6, I believe, or P3 down to P6. Yeah, P3 down to P6. And Murda's just up the road for P2, so not too far-fetched, but Aaron, a 18-second lead here. Looks like we found the guy who was grinding all week. He's really upset I didn't get his moto win last week, but I came out and dud it again, so don't get your first one, but you get, second week in a row of Moto 1 wins if you could hold on here. As KFC's trying to make a move on KJL, kind of moves him out of the way. Maybe a mistake from KJL, don't really know with how the net code is. Maybe a bit of both. Going up the triple here, looks like a little case for Marco. Coming back up and down the hills here. Ooh, there you go. Going up the hill. Through the rollers, you see Marco just up ahead here. KFC still trying to gain some time. Ooh, Valentine mistakes of his own on the outside. Down he goes on that SKR machine. And through goes KFC and KJ. So teammate helping out KFC there with the crash. As KFC decides to do his own little crash. Didn't want it apparently. So here comes Valentine and Froxy's catching back up now on the Husky. Oh, okay, never mind. Guess he didn't really want to be catching up there. So through we go. Well, I was kind of spaced out here. It's gonna jump over to Aaron here if I just leave my sticks alone. I could do something that I have been forgetting to do for a little bit. We now have sponsors on the stream, as you can see the Discord popping up. Oh, looks like my hotkeys decides they don't want to work, so that is unfortunate. There we go. There's the hotkeys working. Cole is absolutely buried, but I got to do this little thing because now, yes, we did take sponsorships and we are going to be taking them from now on. ZyraFX, just a quick reminder that stream is proudly sponsored by ZyraFX, powered by Moto Option. If you're looking for custom graphics within the MX bike scene, whether the bike graphics, team packages, pit boards, gear, or other custom work, make sure to go check him out. ZyraFX, performance in every detail. You see the Discord going through the chats on Twitch. It'll probably be around on YouTube eventually. I hope the Nightbot is doing its thing over there. If not, that is unfortunate for it. Go check out the Twitch. It will show that for you. But that is our new sponsor of the stream. Sure to go check them out if you want some graphics. If you're not one of these top guys who already get graphics, just looking for your own. Looking cool out on track. They are the guys for it. Let's see. I do not even see Cole out in here in the top 22, so he is absolutely buried. I got him sorted after. I think I got him sorted. It's been 2 weeks, man. I did it after the stream, and I'm pretty sure I got it. I got the AO boots. Yeah, I can see the AO boots, so it looks like I got it sorted. Nope, they're rocking Garnets, it looks like. I don't know. I think I got him to work. That could be A stars. It's a boot. It's Garnets. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I got him to work. But of course, after I get him to work, they swap off of him to Garnets. So yeah, they sent me. Nico sent me the helmet twice. I didn't know which one, but it said just to replace them whenever I downloaded it again. So, and now they got no head. So, love to see it. But then you got Froxy here with Humbo is down in 13th, so this is not Humbo, just letting you guys know. It shows them mixed in there, but it is just Froxy. As you see on leaderboard, Humbo down in 13th. KFC slowly moving his way ahead of Valentine, as you see just up ahead of him. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And then SKR, I got their helmet, but didn't get anything else, even though I downloaded their gear. Skirt, where you at? I know you're always in chat. Jeez, KFC's gone off there about 4 or 5 times, so I don't know if that's just him missing the rut, because it doesn't look like anyone else is having too much of a problem there. Or maybe he's just pushing too much. But through the sand rollers they go. We see KFC closing on KJL. Once again, a great ride by KJL. Have not seen him up here much. I've seen him mostly in the top 10, but I can't fully remember ever seeing him up front. It could be one of the motos where I just wasn't watching that he was up front here in the top 5, but still great ride from him on that 78 machine. Getting it done. Nope, 250s cannot make the leap. Froxy said he sent it, and he absolutely framed it. So I think all these guys are deciding to not go for it, because in case that thing you get a legs off, and that is about 2 or 3 seconds, I think, because of the reset delay. So we got it close to real life. KJL putting a hand up on that Omen machine. But KFC is closing in. Ooh. Getting a little close here. Now we got a battle on our hands. Around the left side for KFC. Scrub stays lower. And through he goes right on past KJL. Almost goes off track again. And that is up into P4 on track. Aaron is on a Honda. Might be a little difficult to see on the leaderboard. But yeah, that bar is red. Shit. Yeah, we're just going to do that. Yeah, that bar is red. So still keeping an eye on KFC here. Strider. I don't see him inside the top 22. So your fastest laps. There we go. And then now it's going to go down the order for you to try and find your guys. And you see him down in P33 is a lap down. Don't know if that's from a retire or not, but that is where he's at. Nice. You see your fastest last laps there. Aaron is still absolutely moving. A tenth quicker than KSC, who was 4/10 quicker than Murda in P2. So the SKR teammates of Aaron and KSC are on the move here. Either. Talking about KJL or KSC's sober? Yes, sir. KJL getting it done for P5. He's got to have Froxy getting close to him. Solid top 5 for KJL, so great ride for him. See him just back there. Maybe it might be the team that Rax is on. I think Rax might be on KJR or not. I'm sorry, SKR or Peter. It's so hard to keep track with the amount of teams that people swap. I know what team Wash is on in Sim, but I don't know what team he's on in bikes. And I literally watched like 5 minutes of a stream on Sim, and I know that. Like, these dudes swap teams every week, it feels like, and it's so hard to keep track of. Up to the Rockos. We've got about 10 minutes left in this moto plus 2 laps. Yeah. Well, he is, but it's also the fact that I don't watch NA. Like, the only time I did watch NA is whenever I was racing in it, and that was 2 years ago, and I have not watched it since. Or whenever my buddy Slurp was racing, and that's about it. Other than that, everyone else I know pretty much races EU. I did. I don't anymore. Raced NA in 24 for just outdoors and earned number 82, I think, something like that, for 25. And then did one round at Indy and got 7th in the LCQ and called it quits. And then I tried showing up at Hangtown after not playing the game since Indy and qualified like a 10th out of qualifying on NA. So, and then I have not tried since. Or at least not tried racing pro. I have very smaller stuff, just if I'm bored and friends are on. But that's about it. But now we got Froxy and KJL battling here for a solid P4. Go down the inside for Froxy. All the braking bumps kind of messes him up there. Froxy looking down the inside, misses the inside rut, or tried to cut over on purpose, but it's going to mess him up for the rollers. He loses a bunch of time. It's a great battle going on here, but we got an even better one starting to form here, as it looks like KSC just got around Marco for P3. So good comeback for KSC after starting outside the top 10. Worked his way up. Had a couple crashes, so down to about 8th, and then is able to work his way back up into a podium spot. Ooh, sorry about that. Yeah, if I cared, I could be a good pro, but I don't care about this game enough. And KFC decides to make another mistake, so it seems like he'll make passes, then he'll absolutely throw it away. and then have to reset and go after it again. And, oh, that's a lapper, I think. Yep. And here comes Froxy. But anyone that is still curious about it, I basically play the game for about 3 hours, get to, pro quali pace for NA, and then absolutely don't touch the game for about another 5 months of trying and only get on for streaming. So, and then repeat the cycle over and over again. And then I maybe try for a pro race and then realize I don't want to spend 4 hours trying to run a good lap and just immediately go back to just doing my own thing. Went back to the race. Still got Froxy. Still a solid P5. I think he was back there with KFC. I was just up ahead of him now going over the Roccos with Marco just ahead of them. And up there you got one of the Headless Horsemen of Murda. Getting it done on the 51 machine. I don't think there are any AO 450 riders, so don't got to really worry about that. With the helmet, whenever we're going to watch the second moto there, I would have to assume Cam is dominating that. If I'm wrong, I would be surprised as... Ooh, who's that down? Who's that down? That is Strider, who is in fact a lapper. So, down goes Strider. Oh, I gotta redo that and shorten that back down to only about 5 riders as it goes down the order. Yeah, sir, Murda, your 250 West champion of this year. After Ken decided he didn't want to play the game anymore and focus on real life for about the 4th year in a row. So Murda is the 1W over there for next year in 250s, unless he wants to move up. So let's see. Nico, who's also an AO, sent me the helmet once. I downloaded it, and then he sent me it again. So I assumed, oh, it's just a new one. Download it again, replaced basically all the same files, and now we got this. So. Yeah, I mean, I can see everything except for the helmet, but this is the problem you run into with running custom helmets. Oh, down he goes. And KFC's going to get on by into P2, so what a ride for KFC up to P2. There he goes. So Aaron, instead of getting about up to 10 points. Yeah. But yeah, instead of Aaron gaining up 10 points, he's only going to gain about 3, but he'll gain 5 on Murda and almost everyone else. So he'll gain on everyone, just not as much as he would have liked on the points leader of KFC. He'll be gaining a bunch on, Froxy, Brad, Woodland, who is down in 16th. Your P2 in points. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. Down the downhill. Oh yeah. Let's go. Net code of Paboso. Let's go. Get it done. Making it look sketchy as ever. Woo! Is anyone else looking like that? I know Murda's from NA, so he probably won't look like that for me. Nope, that is just K. So that might be KFC's internet. Yeah, because nobody else was kind of glitching across like that. Like, they're definitely not looking smooth. If he's hitting the lead, that would explain why, but it looks like he's still going inside here. And we got a minute 20, so he's got about 3 laps here for Aaron. So we're going to keep an eye on Aaron here. We're going to watch him. We haven't watched him all time, so... I mean, he's been kind of just checked out here, and looks like the battle has started to kind of settle down. So we're going to keep an eye on him, man. See what he could do. This looks like Marco got past Murda there on the leaderboard. See how he's fighting around this track. Gonna look at the last lap times. He had a 59.8. He was 2 seconds quicker than anyone else. Almost 2 seconds quicker. Like 1.2, but... So not even close to 2 seconds, but still. Over a second in the 250 class here. We're gonna look at... Sorry, that was his fastest lap times of the race. Is his second quicker than anyone else. Last lap, it was KFC. It was the quickest. Aaron ran a 2:04.4, so it's a slow lap for him. Still there. Scrubbing. He's got some lappers at him. We'll see what he does. Time is expired now, so he's got 2 laps left to go. Oh, going inside. He's got Plix and Quandale Dingle. Two more laps to go here for Aaron, your leader. What kind of boots are they rocking? I think he's rocking the A-Star boots, yeah. See, still KFC moving. He's battle lap 22nd place. That's Quandale. Ooh, puts a hand up. No, did not mean to do that right in front of him. So he's now lapped into points because that was actually for 21st, it looks like. So he is lapped into points paying position. You can see you got Nico up there in the white gear. Here we go. See, does he go for it? Probably is not going for it, but he's just absolutely fast for no reason. Had an under 2-minute lap time in the race. Got to see what he runs here. Oh, poo. There he goes. There goes the lap. See, there's Plix, a privateer. See what he ran. He ran a... Nowhere near there. All right. Not even 2:05. All right. Then we're going to go back. And there's KFC. Oh, and down he goes. Keeping an eye on him there, and down it goes your points leader. I don't think it's enough time for... Nope, that is a lapper for Marco to catch up, as here he comes. There he is. He's got... Still mixed in with Aragon, who's all the way down in 21st. My God, and then you got Nacho here. And then you got KJL just ahead of Froxy here for P4. As Murda's falling all the way down to P6, as there goes Froxy down with Nacho, and here comes Murda. Into the P6 spot, but we're going to go find... Oh, there's Brad. P8. Where's your boy? Where's your boy? Oh, there's Nico. Skern, Quandale. Damn, did he already cross the line? Shit. Oh, there he is. Well, we missed him, but add win number 2 in the motos. It's going to be Aaron setting himself up good for the overall. Absolutely missed him gone by. That's how quick he's going. But, yeah, it's his second moto win of the year for Aaron. Coming across the line. And then we're going to watch as everyone else slowly comes on through here. Of KFC and Marco battling. Oh, and Marco's going to get him. Online. Wow, that was a closer battle than I thought it was going to be. Then we got KHL. Solid P4 for KHL here. And then you got Murda. And then you got Froxy. So, solid ride, but your points leader of KFC is going to get a P3 here. All right. So, that's it. Now we're going to get ready to watch number 2 at 4 fatties. As Aaron basically led the whole shot to finish there. Gonna head over here. Damn, we've already been streaming for an hour. Jesus. Man. I hope I've joined in before it ends, so then I can at least get a screenshot so I can know the overall. Oh, it just went into practice. Shit. Gonna go here. That way you guys can at least, see some stuff. What the fuck? That is an old graphic from Supercross. Frank. Meet the 48, the element. Ooh, there you go. Love that. Love that. Love the kit. Love the kit. A team to constantly send in shit. Alright. Jake, looks like somebody forgot to put the bike on, or somebody forgot to make him a bike. One of the two. Yeah, they're. No, but it looks like just the KTM just got no love this week. Yes, we have Spike. There we go, boys. Hold on. I gotta. Let me see if Lynn's got a thing of it. Go to his stream. See if I can get a picture. Oh, he did. Thank you. Oh, thank God. Lynn's is a leg goat for Lynn's. Let's go. So it was Jake. Hold on, let me save this shit. So it was Jake P1, TJ P2, Cam P3, Boy a solid P4. Whoa, my mic. Callum 5, HM 6. Then we have Braden 7, Beaton 8, Aiden 9, Neon 10. Looks like Lynn said fuck it and decided not to finish, maybe? Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah. Yeah, Lynn said he's good and decided to commentate. So, hey, if you wanted to watch the 450 race, Lynn's has it for Moto 1. So, yeah, if anyone wants to watch it back, Lynn's has it. Doesn't have the skins. Fucking not like I have many either, but let's see. There's the kit, boys. There's the kit. Just a little dirty. Well, since we're waiting, be sure to go check out Zyre FX. They are stream sponsor. I figure it would have been more than once and just midway through. So get it in, halfway through, and then get it there, and then get it here. So go check them out. Links in there, and all that. Where's Aiden? Aiden not out there. What, Davey? Come on, man. Really? Of all boots, of all boots. Wait, where's boy? Where's boy going? Where's boy going? Come here, come here, come here. I think they're just rocking some white boots. But for anyone that is curious, boom, there is the finishing results of 450 million number one for all the points. You had Jake, TJ, Cam, Boy, Callum, HM, Braden, Beaton, Aiden, Neon, Troy, Reed, Breezy, Davey, Dominic, J7, Frank, Dark, Vibs, Vibes, Floatin, and Fish were all that scored points last moto. Like I said, with Linz, he disconnected and streamed most of it. So if you want to watch how that went, Linz might be the. I don't know if he's like full commentating or not, but. So that makes Jake the first person besides TJ and Cam to get a moto win. Hell yeah, Jake, let's go. I mean, he was the only one beside. I mean, he was like one of the only three to get a win in Supercross. So podiums. Let's see. Cam has another one. He's up to 9 podiums for motos. Damn, Cam, settle down. 7 for TJ second, and the next is Jake at. Jake's at 2, but Linz has 3. So 2 podiums for Senior Jake. Someone is absolutely red bombing my ear. Who's doing it? Who's doing it? Who's revving? Who's revving? It's TJ and Fish who are inside of each other. Because TJ... Nope. Yeah, TJ is actually out riding, but him and Fish are collided. So it looks like... I don't think anyone saw bikes. I'm pretty sure this is just a game bug now. Oh, really? Unfortunately for you, I got Dunlop tires on this game, so... let's see, they got Munster, Shirka, Yamalube, Works, Twin Air, Quad Dock, FXR, and Substance. Got the blue ARL logo, loving it, loving the change of it. A-Stars, got the Quad Lock, Yamalube, fast, just fast. Element FXR, got Statue of Bibbidi. Pirelli and Yamaha, got the SPX suspension on there. The X-Trig. Got everything looking snazzy. Renthal. And we got everything except for his gear out there, cause just got the guts seat. Not the ribbed seat, just got some lines on there. Love to see it. The norm was not Norman on that bike skin. Love to see it. Red, white, and blue. The flag for the Renthal. Got the vented plate. I think it's because it's a different PSD. Might be the reason. Most swaps are just a different PSD because they're made by different people. A little shine there, a little shine to it. No shine on this side, but the SYS bike, Swap Moto Live. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's I don't know. A lot of times it could be also a naming problem because a lot of stuff is just like paint or whatever the tout is or something like that, or bike, or I don't know. Who the hell knows? SPS, SPX. For McCain, something. Can. Anyone streaming 250? Not that I know of. Someone might be streaming their POV. Let me check Twitch real quick. Let me check Twitch and see if anyone is streaming their POV. Unfortunately, does not look like anyone is streaming their POV on Twitch, unfortunately, so. That is unfortunate for you guys. That will go here. Alright, now we're ready for this thing. Alright, let's see. We got Cam, Jake, Linz, Neon Boy, Callum, Beaton, Breezy, Trojan, Reed, LaFloatin, Marco, HM Pumbaa, Chromesy, K and Dominic, TJ mixed in with someone, Sarah, Braden, and then there's Aiden. There's the boots. There's the boots. Only one running them. And many more down the line. JS7 all the way on the outside. We'll see who gets a good jump. Gate is down. Someone from the outside here decided not to go. And never mind. They called it off. Let's see. Aiden, the only one running the boots. And he's immediately back in the pits. Alright. Let's do this one more time. See it scroll through the lineup on the left side, but once again we got Cam, Jake, Linz, Neon Boy, Callum, Bedden, Breezy, Troy, Reed, LaFloatin, Marco, HM, Pumbaa, Chromesy, JS7, KN, Dominic, either TJ or Jam. Looks like Jam. Sarah, Braden, Aiden, Frank, Pickle, Astro, Dark, Flo, Davey, Vibes, Meeks, Fish, and JS7 might have moved farther inside. Yep, he did. There he is. All right. Revs are up. Gate is down. Looks like Jake didn't get a good start as Cam. Linz is going to get pinched off there. Into Neon he goes. Down the inside comes Cam to get the whole shot here. But Breezy shot out like a slingshot there. Going right on past Cam. And down he goes over the bar. So he's going to have to work through the pack here. And everyone decides to make it easy for him going down in this second turn. And even another one goes flying. That is Dominic. Cam jumps back on track. He's already ahead of quite a few riders. But up front, as we go to the front of the pack, it is Jake, your Moto 1 winner, getting it done with Breezy P2, Linz up to P3 with Trojan P4. Then we got Meeks, Davey, Astro, Reed, everyone moving on through. Wow, Pax, you didn't send me Black Rifle stuff for once. Hate to see that, man. It was just talking to you. No longer friends. All jokes. But Breezy took the lead away from Jake. It looks like Linz even gets up there with Troy. Linz looking down the inside of Breezy. Breezy mistake. Almost goes down there. Almost pulls a Lawrence there. But he's able to save it. Linz into the early race lead after a DNF in the first one. See if he could turn it right around, get an opposite result. And then we got Breezy here with Jake, Troy, and Reed. This is your top, I think, 5 here. All going on through. 2 Element FXR riders. Getting it done here as Linz still leading the way through the rollers. See, it starts to shuffle on the leaderboard. Breezy tried going outside, goes too far outside, and Jake's going to get on by him. Trojan trying to make a move on that G Fuel machine. Looking down the right-hand side, he's going to go for the Roccos. Hitting the middle rut. Do they still make it from that middle rut? Oh, they're going for it. Oh, a case from Linz somehow does not go down. Breezy doesn't go for it. Troy doesn't go for it. Reed goes for it and makes a 2-for-1 special there on the Rock of Sleep. Absolutely moves Breezy out of the way. Gets on by him. Luckily, they both stay up. So Reed into P3 here early. But he has 2 seconds of cuts. Surprise, surprise from Reed. As it looks like Jake's trying to go after Linz, going on the offensive here early after just one lap. Linz tries to cut back down. Jake looking down the inside. Linz going to block the line, take it away from him. And still hold on to lead here. Coming down the step down jump. As Jake has a small mistake on the inside. Linz covering most of the insides that you need here. Still getting the double. Looking for the inside here. Gets it into the middle rut just finally. And he makes a mistake coming out of it. Gets a little squirrely, and Jake is going to get by him. Does Linz still make it? Gets it clean to that 450 power. Reed and Trojan battling with Breezy just behind them. Reed outside, Troy inside. Who gets a better drive? It's about even there. Stayed about the same all the way through. Somebody's down back there. That is Chromesy through the rollers. Looking like Levi Kitchen through there. As Linz still holding P2, but he has a freight train of riders starting with Reed going back to Breezy here for P5. Trojan almost runs in the back. Reed could not make a pass, but luckily stays up. No crash. Linz looks to almost go down. Could have just been netcode though, but Reed looking down the inside of Linz here. And could not hold on, but Breezy and Troy here. With, looks like Reed's still going after Lindsay. Looking down the inside. Thinks better of it. Goes in to follow him around the outside to get a drive through the sand rollers. Gets a little bit of better one. They're on different rhythms through the rollers. About the same though. Reed tries to go more inside. Does he still have the oomph to get over the table? Even gets over a little better than Linz. They're going second rut here, and they're still able to get Larocco's. Linz tiny mistake. Reed goes for it. Linz does not. Does Breezy behind him. Gets on by him because of it. And Reed makes a mistake. So Breeze is going to get right back by him where Reed got him last lap. And Linz is going to follow right on by. And he may even make a pass on Breezy here. Get a 2-for-1 special here. Down the inside. Could not make it happen. Does Reed have a big enough drive? He does not. So Linz holding on here in between them for a P3. See Cam moving up. He's up to 14th now on the leaderboard. The red plate around the outside goes Linz. Gets a drive. Going to get right on by him. Take the line away. Into P2 goes Linz once again. And he immediately loses it by going off track. Almost saves it. Comes back on track ahead of Reed. And Reed decides he doesn't want any part of it and lets Trojan on through by going off the track. But he's going to get a drive to get right on by him. Better be careful there, Reed. Be a penalty in real life, I can tell you. And Linz looking down the inside. Does he have a better drive? They're going to be side by side, but a little bit more pace coming out of the corner for Breezy. Linz going to the far outside here. Can he get a drive up the hill? Looks down the inside. Gets to the inside line. Goes to cut off the outside. Gets right on by Breezy. Into P2 goes Linz once again. See if he could hold it on for a little bit longer than about a second like last time. Looks like a mistake, so Breezy's trying to get on by him. Looking around the outside. Can he get a drive? He could not, so Linz is going to hold on here. P2. He is still P3 on timing, scoring. Breezy down, tucks the front end here in the long sweeping turn. So down he goes. He's going to get behind Boy here for P6. Jam. And it looks like even Davey, maybe even Callum's going to get by him, but he's falling all the way down from a P2 spot all the way down to about P6, almost about P8. P7 where he ends up by the end of it. Now we got Troy and Reed battling for the final transfer spot. Looks like, or not transfer, sorry, final podium spot. But Boy is ahead of Trojan because he has no cuts. Like Troy's 2 seconds cuts. Trojan scrubs. Boy gets it cleanly, and that might be enough to make the pass around the outside. It is. Through he goes. Looks like Jake made a mistake, so Linz is into the lead. And Jake is P2. Reed got another 2 seconds of cuts there. Now he's fallen down to P4. Behind Boy, who is Jake's Element FXR teammate. Who's also trying to get, you know, a victory in the overall, but even a good podium overall as he got 4th the first moto. Scrubbing down the step down jump. And Linz another mistake there going out of that turn. He's down once again. You can even see how gnarly it is. There is a little, that rut there is catching a lot of people, and it caught Linz there, and that's what caused him to go down. And so now he's back behind Jake. He's behind Reed. Position, and Boy's going to be ahead of him because he has no cuts. Oh, Reed pulled a high miss there. Just absolute, or it might have been Lawrence. I don't know who did it. Someone on a Honda last year, 2 years ago, something like that. It's absolutely wadded themselves on the downhill. I think it was Lawrence. And Jake decides he wants to, taste the dirt as well. Feel like he didn't get a good enough taste the first time, so down he goes again, and Lynn's back into the lead. Little soil sample there. With Boy right behind him. So Boy's going to be ahead on timing and scoring, I do believe, by just being within that 2-second threshold of Lynn's. Yes, he is. There you go. And then let's see. It's Troy up to P3. Jam and Jake battling for P4. And Jam goes down. I was not fully paying attention. I kind of zoned out there for a little bit. So I did not know if Jake took him out or not. So these guys are really casing the finish line. It looks like LaRocco's, but Boy is trying to get by Linz, who has now another second of cuts, making it 3 seconds. Now line looks like Aiden's all the way down to P22 now on that Element FXR machine. And Cam is only up to P12. Oh, yeah. I mean, if they all go outside, they could hit it easily, but they're trying to go that second rut to save time, which is what's making it sketchy for him. And Georgian's getting in the mix here. It looks like Boy gets by Linz down the inside. They're going to be side by side, but Boy has a little bit extra advantage up this triple. Lynn's looking down the inside. Tiny mistake there. See if Trojan has enough of a pull to get by him. Does not. So still Boy leading the way over Lynn's and Trojan. Trojan is ahead of Lynn's right now because he has one less second of cuts. And through the big sweeping turn. Lynn's around the outside. Can he stay good enough on the inside? Kind of mistaken the rut, and unfortunately that's going to allow Boy to stay ahead of him there. So the Unk's getting it done in P2 and P3. Oh, and Lynn's mistaken the rut. Kind of caught him there. He kind of high-sided on the rut. Did not look like he was going to, but the Boso Physics is going to do its thing. Down the inside for Lynn's. He's going to cut off Trojan. Now he's going to play. Oh, is he going for it? Oh! My God, I think Lynn's even got it better than Troy there. So it is possible on the inside from the 450, but it is going to be a big stretch for him. I mean, it is quicker because I don't know if he actually did make the pass. I think he made the pass on him, yeah. So it is quicker to go inside, but it is very sketch. As now they're right back on Boy, and they gotta stop fighting and start going because Cam is already up to P7, and he's only 13 seconds down from him. It's up to about 15 with his cuts, but Boy cases that double there. We'll see if Lynn's can get around him. Boy takes the line away. Oh, mistake right in front of him. Puts the hand up, saying, I'm sorry. But Lynn's back in the lead on the racetrack. Boy cases the uphill triple. Top three last moto was Jake, TJ, Cam, and then Boy was fourth, and Callum was fifth. So Boy's looking for a overall win here, but Jake has to finish fourth, and Boy win for him to get that overall win. TJ is in P21. Looks like Lynn's starting to pull away from Boy here. Just needed that reset. Lynn's got a little bit more fresh thumbs. He quit after halfway through the first one, so got the fresh thumbs to hold these guys off. These guys got some thumb pump. Oh my God! Oh, Trojan! Oh no, that is one of the problems with this casing legs off thing. As you saw there, Trojan just got it through the braking bumps. Yeah, I told him he better top 5, but he also told me he's only had 5 hours in the past 2 weeks. So he's only done 5 hours since the last round. But Breezy is now behind Jake. And Linz is not leading on timing and scoring, but he's still ahead of Boy on track. So Linz is holding on. Linz is down right there. As it stands right now, Jake would win the overall with his 1-3. As Boy is the closest with a 4-1. So as it stands right now, Jake would get it because he's now going to be behind Breezy. So it's going to be a 1-4 for Jake compared to Boy's 4-1. So they would be tied right now for first. The teammates, Jake is actually going to be behind Davey. It's actually Davey right there. So Jake is throwing it. So now it is Boy all by himself. He's going to have about a point lead over Jake in the overall. As it stands right now, especially with Cam and TJ also having a bad race. Cam in 7th, TJ 22nd. This is also going to help Cam pull a bigger points lead because Lynn's DNF. TJ did beat him by 2 points, but he's going to lose a bunch of points this time. And then Trojan also lost a bunch of points last time, even though he's going to gain only about 1 back. And Boy's the only one that's going to gain, but he's 73 points down in P5. And Jake was not in the top 5 in points going into this round. And you see Davey making some mistakes up there. So this is the guy to watch, is Jake. He has to get up and pass Linz in order to have the overall win. Oh, Jake mistake. He's not going to be able to get Larocco's, but luckily Davey ahead of him isn't either. Yeah, a few randoms out there, but most of these guys were up front except for Breezy in the opening round. So Breezy might be the only outlier here from normal, but he's still a good rider in his own right. Constantly battling around the top 5 spot, mostly top 10s. But Linz, he has 4 seconds of cuts. Breezy and Boy do not. Linz only had an 8-point lead over Troy, and Trojan got 11th. So that would be about 10 points, I think, something like that. 10 or 11 points. So let's see, that for Linz, if he gets there, that would be 2, 3, 4, 5. So he would be... If Linz finishes right here and Trojan does not, he'd still be ahead of Trojan even though he DNF'd the first moto. I don't know if it's enough for P3, but it'd be darn close. I mean, he's battling with Boy right here, so that could help him out. Because Boy was... Oh my god, what... Linz is just doing that every time to pass on Boy, and Boy just continues to leave it there. He probably is waiting for a mistake because Linz has been making a couple of those. Boy started 15 points behind Linz, and he made 18 points. So he's 3 points ahead of Linz right now going into this thing. In points, so Boy would be up to P3 right now. And he might even be up to P2 because of TJ absolutely blowing chunks this last one. This moto. But Linz is going to cross the line first. It has been quite an exciting race that I have not been able to do this moto, but I will be doing it once again. Since I, decided to take up sponsorship, might as well do it for him, make him a little happy. All right, so we're gonna pop that up if it will pop up. All right. Once again, we are sponsored by ZyreFX, ZXREFX. Powered by Moto Option. If you're looking for custom graphics from the MX bike scene, whether that's bike graphics, team packages, pit boards, gear, or other custom work, make sure to go check them out. ZyreFX, ZXREFX. Performance in every detail. You'll see the Discord kind of going through the link on the chat, so be sure to check them out. Be greatly appreciated. Even if you're not going to buy anything, please look at their price to see what their art is and see how good they are at making stuff, which I know for sure is good quality. So be sure to check them out. But back to the racing action. It's still Boy in the lead over Linz, who has those 4 seconds of cuts, but that is the only reason why he's in the lead. So if it ends right now, Linz would lose 20 points to Boy. And that would put him 5 points behind Boy. So it would only drop Linz down to, I think, P4 in points. And Boy would shoot up to P3, maybe even P2, like I said, depending on how far up TJ can get. Maybe not, because Boy was, let's see, that's 26 points back. So yeah, Boy cannot get up to P2 in points, but he could be pretty close. He lost 4, so he went from 26 to 30 back, but, you know, an extra 25. Now he's too far back from Linz. On TJ would bump him up to only 5 back from him. Only 5 back from TJ and P2, and then Linz would only be 5 back from there. But now it is closing in to where Linz would be tied with Boy if it ends right now. I think Jake would still get the overall. Cause yeah, he would still get the overall. Cause where's who? Oh, TJ. Let me get rid of that. You see there, P22. Yep, 1-5 beats 4-2. See, as it stands right now, he would be, Boy, if he were to win, he would be 5 points back of TJ, but instead it might be Linz. Instead he's going to be 7 back, something like that, if TJ cannot score any points. Barthold. See if it goes down the order there and see if you can find him. If he's not on there, then it looks like he quit. So I don't even see him on my timing on my sheet on there in the top 20. Dude, math is hard to do on the fly. Like, so he lost 4 points. The Boy would have been 30 back going into this one on TJ. So if he gets 23, nope, 22 is what he'd be getting. He'd be 8 points back, and Linz would be tied with him. So they'd both be 8 back of TJ for AP. But they're both tied for P3 as Boy's making even more mistakes. So yeah, it doesn't look like it. At least not in 450s. There they go. You see Breezy and Davey here. Yeah, he had a good start, and then absolutely he got the whole shot, and then he absolutely ate it here, and then was basically 20th place after the second corner. But you see him, he's closing in. He's getting up there. He won't be ahead. He won't beat Jake. But I don't think that'll be enough for Boy to get the overall win. I think it'd still be 1 point down of Jake. Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, never, oh, and then Jake goes down. Breezy and Boy loses the position to Breezy. So that kind of solidifies that Jake is still going to have the overall, since he beat Cam by 2 spots. First, third, that's 5 points. So. Cam, Jake, and Boy are the only 3 that were inside the top 5 last moto that are still there. Yeah, Breezy's been quick for a little bit. It's just when you got freaks like Cam who just absolutely light up the world with their pace, it's kind of hard to notice them. Oh, and there goes Boy's just throwing it. He didn't want the overall win apparently. So now it is Breezy in P2, Davey P3, and Cam in P4. Cam might have a shot at this. He might have a shot, but and around the outside of Davey he goes. Cam trying to make a battle on Davey. See if it, ooh. Well, right now Cam's in third, so with 3-3, I does not beat a 1-6. I'm pretty sure. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. 2, 3, 4. Okay, Jake would win the overall by 1 point with a 1-6 over Cam's 3-3. If they stay how they are right now. But if Cam can get up and pass Breezy, that would give Cam the overall with the 3-2 over Jake's 1-6. Because right now, Jake could be oh! Davey and Cam get into it. And Jake gets by. Cam is stuck on the rut, so that talk's kind of over now. Because with that, if Cam got third, he would have been gained 4 points on Jake in the first moto. By getting third, he would have lost 5 points on him. So now it's looking like Jake has it because Boy decided he wanted to toss as well. So unfortunate for him by going down. That kind of cost him a chance at his shot at the overall. As he basically needs to win to beat Jake unless Jake gets 7th. Then Boy can get P2 and still beat him. But it is not looking that way as Boy makes even more mistakes. Still got 5 minutes to go. Him and Davey collided before the big sweeping turn, and then Cam got stuck on the rut, so he had to, make a couple mistakes. I would say there's more lines going together. Definitely he went down because of Davey's contact. But that was just both of them going for that inside line, and then just there was no room for either of them, and they both tried to go for the rut. We're going to look at Breeze. He's still P2. Just got to gain 4 seconds, and he'll be in the lead here. Looks like the battle is starting to thin out here. Probably tells me being a little quiet there. But there's Boy, and then you see Cam catching back up. Alex needs to start sending me skins, I swear to God. I think he sent me them for round 4, and that was it. Quit updating your skins every week and just send a whole year pack. And then you gotta go all the way back here to count. Oh, never mind. Hold on. It's getting close. It's getting close for Breezy. He's getting close. He's got to be within 4 seconds, and he's down to 6. Which makes it down to 2. Linz indeed has your fastest lap by 2/10 over TJ, and then it's like 4/10 over Cam, and then over a second to Davey for the fastest lap of the race. Look at Linz. Look at Unk getting it done. See, TJ is up to 15th now. So looks like Breezy lost a bit of time. Oh, Davey's even caught up to him. Hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, don't tell me that's him. Okay, it's not. It's not Linz. Got a little heart attack there. Heart skipped a beat there. Got Jake back here a little ways. Boy, Cam starting to close back in again. But like I said, not enough. He has to... Well, now with Jake getting up to 4th, Cam has to, I'm pretty sure, win to get it. And Linz 2 seconds quicker than anyone else last lap. So he's on the move, and you could see it. I mean, you could see the gap that he has pulled. It is up to... Oh my God, he is on the move. It was on that leaderboard just 1 lap ago. It was down to 2 seconds. And now it is back up to 9 seconds. So he is on the move. And Breezy is now falling back into the clutches of his teammate of Davey. Davey had a 14th moto number 1, so he's trying to, get a better finish here. So we go into the trees a little bit. Almost lost the drone. But Davey has a run looking down the right-hand side of his teammate. So you can make the pass on track. Oh, come on, Davey. We wanted some dualies on the stream. Absolute boner air from Davey there. Even Breezy out to dry with the solo whip. Oh, and Davey almost tucks the front end there. He's able to save it, though. Breezy's going to get on by him. The more they fight, the more their other teammate of Jake is going to close on in. So we got 1 Yamaha, 2 KTMs for the boys. On the Element FXR machine, Aiden. Now the one he's up to 11, so it's a better ride than what we've seen in the past from Aiden. Fortunately, getting some bad luck and not doing as great in outdoors. He does say himself he's better Supercross than outdoors. As Davey looking down the left-hand side, puts a hand up from Breezy. Oh, come on, and then Davey's scrubbing, Breezy doesn't. Come on, guys. Need both of you to do it. But through the rollers, Davey is going to have the lead here. Or sorry, have the P2 position. Does 3 seconds of cuts over his teammate Breezy, who has none. I think he's the only one in the field who has absolutely 0. Because we don't know as we scroll down here, but there's only 2 people who aren't there. Oh, Jake gets it. Breezy does not, and so Davey's going to pull ahead. Oh, Breezy gets collected with Jake, and down goes Breezy. Boy is going to get by. And then we have Vibes not here. So, damn, where'd Cam go? Cam fell down. So it is going to be, as it stands right now, it's time to expire 2 to go. Linz is leading the way, and then you got the 4 Element FXR boys of Davey, Jake, Boy, and Breezy. And you got Cam Moto Academy, Trojan, Callum, Reed, HM, Aiden, TJ, Pickle, J7, Fish, Dominic, Astro, Sarov, Dark, Marco, and Braden, who is P21, and then Vibes, who's P22 a lap down. Everyone else has retired, including Neon of this race. The team's getting better. They were there in Supercross, And now you can see it in outdoors for this team. Some of the same riders. A couple others. Boy and Jake are there. I think Breezy and Davey are the two ones that are the other riders, because Hayden used to be up there for him. JS7 was up there every now and then. Breezy still ahead of Cam. Yeah. Proxy says he sent it and framed it, so I would assume 250s can't make it no matter what. Unless you're on, like, the TM one, but... eh. Through the sand rollers, say go. Yeah. Oh, Breezy, hold on. Oh, sorry, that's Boy, my bad. The two Bs. But it is last lap here. One more to go. For the Unk himself. Sweating his nuts off in the UK. Literally. Had too much happening in Moto number 1 and said, ah, screw it. Don't want to finish this Moto and up to commentate. Yeah, I was like, B Clay kind of made it to realism, so that's kind of good. 250s aren't making that shit. Don't pull a hunter. Don't pull a hunter. Good, good. There we go. Got on through there just cleanly. Looks like Astro had a problem. Looks like Davey has fallen down. You see on the leaderboard just a little bit. So, puts Jake into P2. Good on him. Oh, Linz! Might have got distracted by the lapper. Can he get up in time? He has a bunch of time. Go slow. You got this. Yeah, relax. Relax. Breathe. Breathe. The heart rate's up. The heart rate's up. He's missing lines. The heart rate is, in fact, going 1,000 miles an hour. He's got 2 more turns. He's going to take the inside. Is he going to be safe or is he going to send it? Send it. Oh, it's been a while since we said this in outdoors. But the old man, the number 3 year 2024 champ, is going to get a Moto victory here in 2026 at RedBud. Moto number 2. He gets it done. Even dies at the finish. You love to see it. Absolutely exhausted, probably. Probably not. Didn't have to do much in Moto 1. But he gets it done. Jake is going to take P2 and the overall win here. Good on Jake. First one besides Cam and TJ to get a Moto win and an overall win as well. Linz will take the title of the 4th person to get a Moto win on the season. Breezy P3, like I said. Boy P4. I think he's going to be... he will not be P2 overall simply because he might be depending on how they do points. I don't know. If they copy your life, he won't be. Yeah, it is going to be Boy and Cam 4th and 5th. Davey 6th. 7th for Troy. 8th for Reed. Be a P9 for Callum. But it's going to be a Jake P1. Like I said, Cam P2. Sorry, yawn. P3 for Boy for your overall. Let me update my podiums. 4 for Linz. 3 for Jake. Jake, 1 overall win. Overall podiums, it's gonna be Jake's gonna be at 2. I know it's gonna be Boy at 2, and Cam is gonna be at 5. So he'll be on the podium every single round. All right. All right, so now wait. We're gonna see if they take on, if they can post them enough for me. Okay, let's yeah. Can let's see if they're updated. If not, then I will probably just end stream. Okay. It's not, well, I'll just show it for next time. Thank you boys for coming out, watching the stream. Looks like we got more on YouTube this time. Hopefully we get more every other time. But yeah, peace. Don't forget to check out ZyraFX performance in every detail. The link is going through the Twitch chat. I don't know about YouTube, but it is for sure on the Twitch. So, all right. I will see you boys next time. At holy fuck, I don't even know our own schedule. It will be at Southwick. Jesus, I should know that because they're doing that this week. But yeah, I'll see you boys at Southwick for some sand surfing. Till then, peace out. Have a good night. Good luck, and hey guys.
Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight.